Hey my beautiful Gemini peeps, what's going on everybody? It's Ant from CancerMoonsTarot and I'm coming at you guys with your January 2023 tarot reading. How are you? I hope you're well. I want to wish you all a very happy and special new year. I hope you're excited for the brand new year ahead, and without a further ado, let's go ahead and jump on into it and see what we got going on here for your January monthly video. So, what do we got in store here please for the zodiac sign of Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout January 2023? What information is going to be in store here please for the beautiful zodiac sign of the Gemini? All right, team Gemini, starting out here with the overall energy for you. We do begin here with the Sun card, so I like that. Sun card's a very positive energy. It's an energy, of course, of being happy. So there's something that's putting a smile on your face here right off the bat coming into the month of January. Now, of course, we'll go ahead and decipher what that is exactly in just a little bit, but I feel like there's something good here. It's a good time, coming into this brand new year. Having a look here into your current situation, we have here the Two of Swords, we have here the High Priestess, and then we have here the Four of Swords. I do see decisions having to be made here at this time, kind of like being in a bit of like a decision-making period. We have the High Priestess, which is Piscean energy. You could be making some sort of choice or some sort of decision about a Pisces. But the High Priestess here, it's interesting because it's about what your intuition is telling you. There's a part of you that wants to resonate with it. There's another part of you that doesn't, So you're kind of stuck right now. Do I really want to believe what my intuition is telling me or leading me to believe is true? All right, let's take a look at what your intuition is saying here, clarifying the High Priestess. What is it exactly that what is it exactly that Gemini's intuition is telling them? All right, what exactly is it that Gemini's intuition is telling them? And we have here the Ace of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and then we got here the Eight of Cups. You have an opportunity to get out of something, Gemini. You do. And I think you're happier when you're without this, whatever this might be. Maybe it's an opportunity to get out of a relationship, to get out of a working kind of environment or a job that has been really stressful for you. But there's an opportunity to get out of the game. Some of you guys, it's an opportunity to get out of the matrix, okay? Maybe you've been going through kind of nonstop spiritual awakenings here, and in the month of January, it's like, you know what? I've had this most recent spiritual awakening, and it's showing me how to get out, and it's showing me what I need to do, and maybe I should take this opportunity to get out. So some of you guys could very well likely be getting the opportunity here to break out of the matrix, if you will. You're kind of recognizing what's keeping you trapped. Now, regardless, though, there does appear to be something here in your life that I do think has played a pretty detrimental role in making you unhappy. And whether that is a personal romantic relationship, a personal friendship, taking care of people, taking care of certain situations, or just being around any kind of working environments, etc., you've been involved in something that's pretty much catered to your unhappiness. And I think it's been a cycle that's been happening for a while. It's not something that feels relatively recent. It feels like it's a cycle that's been going on for quite some time. So you have this opportunity to get out of it, and that's what your intuition's telling you. You should probably take this opportunity, but I feel like you're kind of stuck making a choice. What is it exactly that's holding Gemini back from taking it out or getting out of whatever the situation is? What exactly is it that's holding Gemini back? Queen of Pentacles, King of Swords. So Queen of Pentacles is like you, right? It's all about you. It's all about what you want. And it's about making sure that your needs are being taken care of. But King of Swords, that can kind of be an energy that could be pretty intimidating, an energy that's pretty determined. I feel that there's a certain level of restriction some of you feel, especially in terms of somebody's approval. So it's almost as if, Gemini, you have an opportunity to get out of something that you don't feel was making you happy for a long time, but there's a little bit of intimidation at play. There's a little bit of worrying about someone else's approval. If this is about getting out of a relationship, maybe you're worried about how your partner would feel. Maybe you're connecting with somebody who you feel doesn't treat you right. You could be nervous potentially that the way they would react wouldn't be so kind. If that's the case, of course, always use your resources. Just throwing that out there for anybody. If you're in a space with a partner who's not very kind to you, and if you're potentially dealing with an abusive situation, never hesitate to reach out to the law enforcement, okay? Because they will take care and help you and assist you in those types of situations. Now, if this is not something that you're dealing with, right? Because I don't feel like the majority of you Geminis are dealing with either a physical or verbal abusive situation. I do feel, though, that you're connecting with somebody here who really constantly put themselves in a position to where their approval always mattered. Okay, this could be family for some too. Maybe this is like a mom's approval, a dad's approval. So I kind of feel like something that's holding you back at this time is someone else's approval or someone else who's kind of wanting you to be in this place you're not so happy being in. All right. Like maybe you're working a kind of career that your family wanted you to be working, that you were never interested in doing, and they'll be super disappointed if you leave. It's like, Gemini, disappoint them. That would be my best advice right off the bat. You can't live your life for anybody else but you. Point blank, period. I remember there were many times I've seen all my friends and I've seen other people in my life, well, my family, they want me to be X, Y, and Z, they want me to go to college for this. They want me to go to college for that. You know what I told them? I said, don't do it for them. Do it for you. What do you want to do? Because you're going to spend your entire life regretting the decision right now that you never went out and did what you wanted. So it's really important for me to always advocate that for people. I know that it's not always that easy. Situations can be tricky, but there's always a way around them, There's always a way out is the way I want to put it. So kind of the main focal point here so far, Gemini, of your January 2023 is you're going to get this opportunity here for your own true happiness finally. Getting out of something that's been oppressing you for years, getting out of something that's been, keeping you down and, dimming your light for years. You have this opportunity to get out of it. And I say take it. I think you've been pretty conflicted, and I explained as to why with the Queen of Pentacles here with the King of Swords, but ultimately, I think if you do take this opportunity to get on out, you're going to be very happy with the results here. Okay? All right, Gemini, moving along here forward for you. Let's have a look here into your, let's have a look here and see what's potentially coming up here for you regarding January 2023. So what's potentially coming in here for Gemini? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout January 2023. Taking a look here at the first card, we have here the Six of Pentacles. We also have here the Six of Cups. And then lastly here for you, we have the Seven of Wands. Okay, good. So Six of Pentacles here, that's the card of equality. It's the card of equal give and take. I think many of you are recognizing right now where you invest your energy is the same exact result you're going to get back. So if you keep putting your energy into shitty situations, you're going to get shitty energy back. If you put your energy into good situations, you're going to receive goodness back, right? At the end of the day, where we decide to put our investments and where we decide to put our energy is what we receive in the long term, and it's what we receive back. So at the end of the day here, Gemini, I think many of you as well, Six of Cups, are doing a bit of reflecting. You're looking at your past. You're looking at, this situation you've been invested in for a while that you haven't been really happy with. And I think you're finally getting the motivation here to fight and stand up for yourself, because we also have here the Seven of Wands. So during a lot of self-reflection here this month, you're going to come to the point where you're motivated. It's like, you know what? I'm done letting the situation get to the best of me. I'm done being where I don't want to be. I'm done being in a place where my light is being dimmed. There's so much I could do with my life and that I could do that can make me personally happy that I'm done staying here. And there is no ands, ifs, or buts about it. I don't give a crap anymore about somebody else's validity or somebody else's opinions. I need to start living life for me. So you're going to start to really empower yourself here. That's what seems to be coming in very strongly. After you've gone through places of deep reflection, you really start and begin to empower yourself, and you start to do what you want to do, which I think is really awesome. Having a look here what you can expect going forward throughout the rest of your January 2023. What can Gemini expect going forward, please, throughout the rest of January? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. First card out, Page of Swords. Taking a look here at the next card, we got here the Wheel of Fortune. We also have here the Nine of Wands, and then we have here the World card. So Page of Swords here to the Wheel of Fortune. At first, you're going to feel pretty hesitant to make any sort of changes, but changes are going to be evoked, okay? Wheel of Fortune is about transformation. It's about a 360, it's about a 180. It's about things really turning around here for you. So I think that despite the fact of feeling kind of nervous here, Page of Swords, Nine of Wands, you're going to get the job done. You really are going to take the opportunity here to walk out and walk away from whatever's been holding you back. I see you guys doing it. I see you guys being happy about it. You're still a little nervous this entire time of doing it, but I think that energy is going to ease up a lot more the more time you have spent away, from whatever the situation is. So Gemini, the longer you're away from that restricting and unhappy situation, the better you're going to feel in due time. You're going to be a little nervous. You're going to feel a little weird and a little out of place at first, but that energy will ease up for sure throughout the rest of January. And of course, carrying throughout the rest of the months that we're going to experience here in 2023. So it'll get easier with time. That's the best thing that I can say to you. So just give it time, okay? If any of you guys are feeling a little bit odd about everything that's happening, but I see you taking the change. I see you guys deciding, all right, I'm out, peace out, later dog. I'm going to go ahead and move in the direction I want to be a part of. If you went to college and you went to college for something that your family wanted you to go to college for, screw this. I'm going to go ahead and major in, chemistry because that's what I wanted to do the whole time, right? So you're going to go ahead and move in your own direction. You know, I think it's important, man. We can't be living our lives for others. We got to be living our lives for ourselves. You know, same thing with a partner. Maybe a partner wants something that you don't want. And at the end of the day, you've always kind of dimmed down what you've wanted and you've made the other person happy. You know, you might be coming to the realization that since there's no middle ground, since there's no common ground between the two of us where we both could agree and we both could be happy, it's all about you. I'm out of here. I'm out of this relationship. You know, you've only thought about yourself all this time we spent together. Now it's time for me to think of me. You know, that energy can be showing up too. All right, so that's what I'm seeing here as a pretty big overall gist of your reading. Let's go ahead though and have a look and see if there's any advice before we close off your reading here for January. So is there any advice that's coming up here for the Gemini that could definitely benefit or help them throughout January 2023? Is there any advice here that can assist the Geminis that would be of great benefit to them throughout January 2023? Let's have a look. We do have here the Five of Wands. All right. We also have here the Tower. We have here the Queen of Swords. We have here the Star card. It's gonna get worse before it gets better, is the way that they're kind of putting it. It's going to be hard at first, Gemini, to detach and to walk away. It's going to feel like you're dealing with a lot of consequences, even though there shouldn't be consequences for you living your best life. You know, what's the worst thing that'll happen? If you walk out of a career your family wanted you to have, your family's going to be pissed. What's the worst thing that can happen? If you walk away from friends that don't really treat you well, maybe they talk shit behind your back. You know, it's going to be hard at first to do it, but at the end of the day, it's going to definitely awaken you to the fact that the decision you made was absolutely correct. Because if someone here can treat you even worse when you walk away and not really show any appreciation that they ever had when you were with them, what does that say about the person or the situation you're dealing with? Right? You know, if you couldn't treat me well when I was there, and you're definitely not treating me well as I'm walking out of here, I can certainly see I was never appreciated in the first place. So you'll awaken to it, right? It's going to be a little hard, but then it'll get better. And now we have here the Queen of Swords. You're inevitably going to end up probably moving into an energy where it's like, okay, I don't really care anymore. I have 0 fucks left to give to this situation. You know, the best advice coming in here from the universe is once you realize that you made the right choice, tap into that Queen of Swords mode. Become a savage here, Gemini. You know, tap into the subtle art of giving no fucks. Don't give any of your fucks to this situation and focus up right now on where you want to go. We have here the Star card, and the Star card is all about alignment and going to where you want to go. I definitely feel like right now in the month of January, the stars will align for you as long as you look at those stars. As long as you take a look at where you wish to be aligned to, you can make it there. Okay? So don't be afraid here, essentially, to wish upon a star. Don't be afraid here, essentially, Gemini, to move in a completely different direction and align yourself with what it is you truly want. Because remember, when we start getting in alignment with what we want, those things tend to work out a heck of a lot smoother than when we're out of alignment with the things we don't want to be a part of, or than when we're in alignment with the things we don't want to be a part of, okay? So yeah, I like it for you, Gemini. I really do. I think that it's going to be a little bit harder before it gets better, but once it gets better, you're going to realize this was absolutely the right choice, and there will be no holding back, okay? You're ready to live life for you, baby, okay? And of course, as I previously mentioned, with the overall energy being the Sun card, it's going to be a happy time. You know, there's going to be a bunch of mixed emotions for a while, but it's going to turn into a happy time. All right. So I think January has a lot in store for you. I think you're going to see a lot of strength coming from you, especially by making these decisions to walk away. I think you're going to notice how powerful you are too, and how capable you are of making things happen. And I think that no longer is there going to be any sort of confusion. You know, you're going to see that situation you were a part of for what it is, and you're going to recognize that I have my own life to live, and I have to live it for myself and live it for my own happiness, and nobody else deserves and can get in the way of that, period, you know? So Gemini, with that all being said, love it for you. Keep on doing you, keep on walking your path, and I'm excited to see where this continues to go, okay? Gemini, thank you all so much for tuning in. It's gratefully appreciated. I'm wishing you all a very great, happy, prosperous, and wealthy brand new year here of 2023. Thank you for coming out here into your video, and I'll see you in the next video, of course, okay? If you are new here, do consider subscribing. That'd be gratefully appreciated if you're interested in joining the Soul family. And with that being said, have a lovely January, and I'll see you guys later. Much love, Gemini, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.